Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our next 2017 California Wrestling Hall of Fame inductee, Mr. Rich Bailey. His presenter is Class of 2006 Hall of Famer, Mr. Monty Mueller. Rich Bailey was a CIF Central Coast Section Champion and a two-time CIF San Diego Section Champion. He placed 3 times at the CIF State Tournament, being a finalist twice. Rich was a member of the 1985 Valhalla State Championship team. After high school, he then went on to Cal State Bakersfield, where he started all 4 years. While at Cal State Bakersfield, he was a 2-time NCAA Division I All-American. He won the NWCA All-Star Classic, and he was ranked the #1 wrestler in the country. After competing, Rich became an assistant coach at Cal State Bakersfield. And in 1996, they won a Pac-10 championship and were 3rd at the NCAA Division I tournament. After CUSB, Rich then went on to coach at Moore Park Community College, where he won back-to-back community college state championships. In his final years of coaching, were at Granada Hills for 8 full seasons. Ladies and gentlemen, inducted into the 2017 California Wrestling Hall of Fame, Mr. Rich Bailey.
I hope the rest of this goes better. All right. I didn't think I'd be this nervous, but I'm a little nervous. Pop, thank you. First of all, I'd like to start by thanking my family, friends, teammates, guys that I coached. I appreciate you showing up. It really means the world to me. Awards are nice, but I think the interactions we have and the people that we touch and the people that touch us and our lives is really what kind of gives you the great gratification in these type of awards. And I know it does for me. When I began this journey back in 1979, I was just a young middle school kid looking for something. I never imagined that almost 38 years later, I would still be involved in this sport. It's often said that wrestling is hard, and it is, but life is not easy either. When you have a passion for what you're doing, it becomes less about the effort put in and more about the gratification received from that effort. Like everyone, I was just a kid trying to get better, doing the best I could. I didn't grow up wrestling with clubs. I didn't attend national level tournaments as a kid. I grew up wrestling with my local school teams and going to open mat practices during the off season. The first national level tournament that I ever went to was junior nationals after my junior year in high school. The learning curve was steep, but fortunately I'm hard-headed and stubborn, and I had a lot of belief in myself, kind of one of those too dumb to know you can't do it kind of things. I think these qualities are possessed by most athletes that are successful at a high level. I know I always said that with Steve Neal. He just didn't know he couldn't do everything he could do. It was crazy to watch. College was a great time of growth for me, both personally and in sport. I remember Townsend Saunders and I developed tremendously under the tutelage of Dan Questis, Tim Vanny, and Lou Montano. Where's Lou? Somewhere here? Lou? Lou. In 5 short years, I went from a young kid that was hardly recruited to a young man at the top of my sport. Ultimately, I fell short of my goal of being a national champion, ending up a 2-time All-American. But I began to realize that I had a real mind for wrestling. During those college years, I would always come into practice with new ideas, new moves, new ways to think about execution of technique. I would come into practice bugging my teammates to work with me on these ideas. And there was a lot of things that didn't work, but there were some real gems too. To me, wrestling just seemed like a puzzle that just needed to be figured out. I learned that you could figure out this sport and that you didn't need to sit back and wait for other people to spoon feed you the technique. This began my love of coaching. As a college athlete, I really did enjoy helping my teammates improve and get better. And without realizing it, I was beginning my coaching career. Once my wrestling career wrapped up, I came back to college to pursue my dream career, which was being a Division I wrestling coach. I coached for 4 years, and in that short 4-year span, our CSUB wrestling team climbed to heights that none of us could have imagined. During that time, TJ Kerr, Daryl Pope, and I coached the team that went on to be that 96 team. The 96 team, facing adversity and the threat of being cut for the first time, went on to win its first Pac-10 team title and placed third in the nation, a feat that no other team in the history of California has ever matched. I was forced out of coaching after the '97 season due to program cuts associated with Title IX. I moved on to a career in law enforcement, but I continued to coach. Together with Paul Keesaw, we won a couple of junior college state championships at Moore Park Junior College in 1999 and 2000. I then coached with Clark Conover for 8 years at Granada. During that time, I helped David Christian and Jason Welch with their quest to be state champions. Currently, I run my own wrestling club, Tri-Valley Elite, coaching my own son and about 60 to 70 other kids in the pursuit of their wrestling dreams. For me, wrestling is about giving back. It'd be nice if coaching made a lot of money, but that's not my primary motivation in the sport. I give back because I love this sport. I respect the sport and what it has given to me. I respect what all those who have helped me gave to me. I appreciate the work ethic the years of hard work have instilled in me. And I enjoy instilling that in my young wrestlers and making the sport better for the kids I coach. I try to run the kind of wrestling club that I would have enjoyed when I was a young kid. Being able to stand with these kids during their greatest accomplishments and being there for them during their lowest points, as my coaches did for me. Teaching the value of hard work and overcoming obstacles. These are the greatest rewards that wrestling has given to me. And as I near my retirement in law enforcement, I'll finally have the opportunity to fully dedicate myself to coaching. I've often said, the man who said he never had a chance never took one. And this is my chance to pursue my dream job, and I intend to do just that. Thank you for this recognition, and thank you for supporting this great sport.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mr. Rich Bailey.